Hey guys, it's Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms, and as you can see, this is a 50-inch mowing deck. It's also pretty beat up, and by pretty I mean totally. So when I got the old GT6000 that I purchased this last spring, the deck came with it, but I had pretty much written it off as toast. I estimated it would take $200 to $250 to fix it, and it just didn't seem like it was worth it at the time. However, it sat there all summer long, and you know, things change. I've really enjoyed using this tractor. I've decided I'm probably going to keep it until it is no longer worth anything. So I decided, hey, why not try to fix this deck up and get it working right. So I dragged it in, and it's going to be one of my winter projects. Let's just go over what exactly is wrong with this thing. It's not as bad as I originally thought. You can see all the rust pitting here on it. And I really thought it was rusted out and just not really worth anything. But it turns out it's not all that bad. This is just surface rust, and this is a real thick gauge of steel. Now it does have some issues with the deck itself. This corner here, as you can see, it's just pushed in. It's definitely not terrible damage. It doesn't interfere with the blades. It's just aesthetic, and it probably affects the grass discharge. So one of the first things I'm going to have to do, obviously, is pull this out, try to refold this, which is going to be probably easier said than done because of the thickness of the steel. But that's priority number one. Beyond that, we've got some other stuff going on here. And as far as repairs go, it turns out it's going to be a little less than I originally thought. The spindles are seized. This one moves slightly. This one's just noisy. I'm going to be able to put just bearings in the center one. And this spindle is also completely seized. So the blades themselves aren't bad. Let's see if I can squeeze down here and get you a look underneath. Yeah, I don't have my flash on, so anyway, they're there. They're rusty. They need to be sharpened, but they're not bent. So I've ordered two spindles, those two, and then I've got a bearing kit coming for this spindle because, like I said, it's actually in decent shape underneath. All the springs and mechanisms are in place, but the bearings, this one here is shot, this idler. You can barely get it to move. The other ones, they're pretty good. I might peel the plastic off the bearing and throw a little fresh grease in both of them, but I'm going to try to use those. Now, as far as missing pieces, I've looked at the manual, I've looked at the parts diagram. It looks like I've got all the pieces. The only things that are missing and I've got on order are, there's a bar that goes along here, a spring here, and a little end cap, and the chute itself is gone. Like I said, I've got those parts on order. Of course, I'll have to put some new belts on there, but all the other pieces that I thought were missing initially actually turned up. So I've got the two scrapers, the side piece there, the two front hooks, there's your other idler, and it even has the covers for the spindles, which is nice. So that's the kit, that's the project. First thing I'm going to do with this is take all these parts off of it, and then I'm going to sand it and paint it with some Krylon black or something to just protect that rust from getting any worse. Of course, before I do that, I'll have to curl this thing back out. This I'll try to straighten, I'm not going to replace. And that's it, it's going to be interesting. We'll get the spindles put on, and then by the time spring rolls around, we'll be ready to put this thing up underneath the old GT and see what it can do. That's it. It's a short video. I just want to tell you some of the things you can look forward to watching this winter. Some of the days that it's warm enough, I'll be out here playing with this. I'm Eric, owner of Farpoint Farms. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, perhaps you would like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.